The puzzling case of the vanishing heiress. Detective Michael Hartley strolled down the dimly lit streets of Willowbrook City, his mind occupied with the details of a new case that had landed on his desk earlier that day. It was a long detective story. One that promised to challenge his expertise and unravel the secrets hidden within. The story began at the sprawling estate of the illustrious Belmont family. Charlotte Belmont, the heiress to the family fortune, had vanished without a trace. Her disappearance had sent shockwaves through the city, leaving her family in a state of despair and the entire community on edge. Detective Hartley arrived at the Belmont estate, greeted by a symphony of whispers and hushed conversations. The mansion stood tall and imposing, its intricately designed facade now shrouded in an air of mystery. As he made his way inside, Detective Hartley encountered a myriad of potential suspects, each with their own motivations and secrets to conceal. The first person of interest was William Belmont, Charlotte's estranged husband. Their marriage had been on shaky ground for a while, filled with bitter arguments and heated disputes over the family fortune. Detective Hartley observed that William was acting peculiarly calm, almost as if he knew more than he let on. The second suspect was Amelia Danvers, Charlotte's childhood friend. Known for her cunning intellect, Amelia had always harbored an unspoken envy towards Charlotte's luxurious lifestyle. Detective Hartley noticed that Amelia seemed both anxious and evasive during their questioning, occasionally stumbling upon her own words. Further investigation led Detective Hartley to Thomas Harding, the family lawyer. His close proximity to the Belmonts' financial affairs raised suspicions about his involvement in Charlotte's vanishing act. Yet, despite his polished demeanor and seemingly airtight alibi, there was something in his eyes that didn't quite add up. Days turned into weeks, and Detective Hartley meticulously pieced together the puzzle surrounding Charlotte's disappearance. He followed countless leads, chased shadows, and questioned potential witnesses. But each step forward seemed to unravel a whole new layer of this complex case. In his pursuit of the truth, Detective Hartley discovered a hidden secret room within the Belmont estate. The room concealed decades' worth of family records, revealing a web of deceit and betrayal that stretched far beyond Charlotte's disappearance. As he delved deeper into the family's past, it became evident that the truth lay buried in these ancestral secrets. Finally, a breakthrough emerged when an anonymous tip led Detective Hartley to a secluded cabin in the outskirts of Willowbrook City. There, he found Charlotte, chained and malnourished, her eyes filled with a mixture of relief and fear. It was a shocking revelation that highlighted the depth of darkness lurking within the hearts of those closest to Charlotte. With the help of evidence gathered during his arduous investigation, Detective Hartley unraveled the twisted plot against Charlotte. Motives intertwined. Long-held grudges were unveiled, and the true culprits were brought to light. The case concluded with a dramatic courtroom scene, where justice was served and Charlotte's tormentors faced the consequences of their actions. Detective Michael Hartley emerged from the shadows of this long detective story, victorious, but bearing the weight of all he had uncovered. As he walked away, he couldn't help but wonder how such darkness could reside beneath the polished surface of the upper crust and how many more secrets lay waiting to be unveiled in the future. The enigma of the sapphire rose. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Eldoria, a renowned detective named Adrian Holmes found himself embroiled in a perplexing case that would challenge his wit and cunning like never before. Known for his astute observations and attention to detail, Holmes was called upon by the city's elite to investigate the mysterious disappearance of the priceless sapphire rose. The sapphire rose was a rare gemstone, delicately carved to resemble a blooming rose. Its vibrant blue hue had captivated and mesmerized countless individuals over the years. The jewel belonged to Lady Arabella Winchester, a wealthy socialite known for her extravagant parties and love for all things beautiful. Yet, on the night of her annual ball, the breathtaking centerpiece vanished without a trace. As Holmes delved into the investigation, he found himself wading through a web of lies, deceit, and hidden motives. His first lead emerged from backstage, where the renowned illusionist, Sebastian von Mystique, had been performing that fateful evening. Suspicions heightened when it was discovered that von Mystique had made off with the valuable gemstone shortly after his final act. Determined to uncover the truth, Holmes tracked down the enigmatic illusionist to his hidden lair on the outskirts of the city. The detective entered the dimly lit room, adorned with antique props and mysterious artifacts. There, he found von Mystique, disguised as a humble tailor, carefully examining the sapphire rose. Holmes cautiously approached the illusionist, keenly observing his every move. They engaged in a tense conversation, during which Holmes unearthed the true motivation behind von Mystique's act of thievery. The illusionist had been blackmailed into stealing the sapphire rose by an anonymous figure, who threatened to expose his darkest secret if he didn't comply. With newfound empathy, Holmes realized that von Mystique was not the true mastermind behind the theft. Together, they devised a plan to catch the anonymous culprit. They would stage a grand illusion during Lady Arabella's next gala, using the sapphire rose as bait. Holmes knew that the mastermind would not be able to resist witnessing their final act. As the night of the gala arrived, the crowd gathered with bated breath, unaware of the intricate plan unfolding before their eyes. Holmes and von Mystique took center stage, captivating the audience with their deception. The detective skillfully wove a narrative, revealing his deductions one by one, until the true identity of the blackmailer was unveiled. In a dramatic turn of events, it was none other than Lady Arabella herself who had orchestrated the entire scheme. Driven by jealousy and the desire to possess the sapphire rose for her own, she had concocted an elaborate plan that ensnared the unsuspecting illusionist. Lady Arabella had carefully framed von Mystique, exploiting his vulnerabilities to achieve her selfish goals. Holmes exposed Lady Arabella's deceit, leaving her in shock and disbelief. As justice was served, the sapphire rose was returned to its rightful owner, and Eldorius celebrated the triumph of truth and righteousness. The case of the sapphire rose had tested Holmes' detective skills, pushing him to unravel the intricate layers of deception. Through his relentless pursuit of justice and unwavering determination, he had not only solved the enigma surrounding the missing gem, but also restored the trust and harmony in Eldorado once more.